For the session of the 21st of June 2021, Aytu Biopharma closed up at $5.63, an extension of 19.03%, on a volume which was above the average of 10.7 million shares. We can also see that it has a decent spread at the moment, a fairly decent spread between its axe and a bead. So it has also slightly extended in this post/pre-market session of the 22nd of June 2021. So this stock was very popular in the early days of the lockdown. You can see what's going on here. But as at October last year, it had reached its peak and it started to decline. And right now we're seeing an extension. So there isn't any news as such concerning AYTU. There isn't any news out there. So, but the folks at Seeking Alpha are just emphasizing that as well, though. And in this piece they wrote, they're just pointing out what's going on. So Aytu Biopharma is a top performing biotech stock in afternoon trading, and it's currently up to 1%. That was for June 21st. The surge is happening despite any news from the company or catalysts that might impact the share price. AYTU's lead candidate is AR101 enzastorin for vascular Ehlers-Danlos syndrome. Also, the company has the Helite endothecal ultraviolet light treatment. In March, a pilot study showed that the treatments with Helite led to a reduction of SARS-CoV-2 viral load and improvement in clinical outcomes in mechanically ventilated SARS-CoV-2 patients. So, but those are not news exactly concerning AYTU. So could it be on a squeeze? There's a good chance the stock is on a squeeze. So the oscillators so far are all looking up, even though some are still below zero. The 14-period slow stochastic oscillator, I think, is still below 20 and it's oversold, but it's improving. It appears to be consolidating within a longer term downtrend. Okay, maybe rallying, I would say. Appears to be rallying within a longer term downtrend. Shares are presently below the 200-day moving average, which is falling along with the 10-day moving average. However, the average directional index is below 20, indicating that shares have exhibited sideways movement recently. It's lagging the S&P 500. It's strongly bullish according to its momentum, even though it's below 20 or just right at 20. The volume was heavier than normal for that session, trading 10.725 million shares versus an average of 700,000 per day. So we have a heavy volume for one session. So there's a good chance people may or may not, but we're not sure exactly. So we can see what's going on here. We always see this. You can see the opportunity. The stock retraced below. It reached this was the bottom. This is the lowest it ever reached in probably in so many, call it close to 1 year, not up to 1 year. This is the lowest it ever reached, 4.74. And then suddenly we got this, let's call it a squeeze. So the opportunity was there. It was gradually building up over the sessions. You can see that it was started to retrace from, when was that? From sometime in this month it started to retrace. So the people, market participants saw that opportunity and they jumped in, and they're looking for the next meme stock, the next stock to push up. Obviously we have short interest here of 9.9, but we're not exactly certain that is the absolute figure. Let's see what the naked short squeeze is saying for AYTU. For AYTU, we have, for that session of the 18th of June, we don't have that for the 21st of June because this has not updated yet. So it was 53.81%. There's a good chance for the 21st it will be higher than that. So let's go ahead and look at the figure on short squeeze. This is what you just saw, is short volume. So this is the short interest. It's a combination of the short volume and the short volume. The short interest is a combination of what's possible on the option side and what is existing on the share side. So that gives you the short interest. So let's see what's going on there. Okay, we have 11.45%. So that's pretty much handy. And if the figure of its volume was 53%, that was even on the 18th of June. So for the 21st, it will definitely be higher than that. So the opportunity has been missed if you didn't get involved. The best opportunity was at the 18th of June, but there's a good chance they might continue to extend. So this is what's going on live for Aytu. It has extended by 1.24%. You can see that it's currently trading at 5.70. So not a lot of extension at the moment. So there's a good chance it might be squeezed. We have not seen any news. There's a good chance it might be squeezed. So if you want to get involved, just be careful. Know what you're doing. The best opportunity to get involved was at the 18th of June. But right now the signals are very good. The stock has called the bottom and extended again. So even though it's currently now trading at a slight premium to those short-term trend lines, but it's still very encouraging for a lot of market participants. For them, this is good. But for us, we actually prefer to see if it's extending in this sort of fashion. We prefer to actually jump in when it's at 5% or thereabout, but not at double digits. But never say never. We will continue to see what's going to happen. Just be careful. Know what you're doing. Don't put all your money in Aytu. There's indeed a good chance that they might continue to extend. There's also a good chance that it would retrace because it traded at an exceptionally high volume during this last session. So know what you're doing. Thank you very much for watching this video.